From the time we are young, the world starts handing us scoreboards, marks, ranks, trophies, gold stars. Later, it becomes salaries, titles, followers, likes, property, stability. Somewhere along the way, success stops being a question and becomes an assumption. Success is this job, this income, this body, this relationship, this lifestyle. You don't remember exactly when you agreed to this definition, but one day you wake up and realize you have been running for years towards a finish line you never chose. Think about the images you carry in your mind when you hear the word successful. Maybe you see someone waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, running multiple projects, earning a lot, traveling always on. Maybe you see someone with a perfect family picture, a stable job, a home that looks like it belongs in a magazine. Maybe you see numbers, grades, paychecks, social media stats. Now quietly ask yourself, where did these images come from? Did you sit down one day and decide, this is what success means to me? Or did they slowly soak into you from parents, teachers, society, the internet, until they felt like your own thoughts? Redefining success does not mean throwing away every traditional marker. Money matters, stability matters, recognition can feel good. This is not about pretending we don't live in a real world with bills and responsibilities. It is about shifting the center of gravity. Instead of asking only, what will impress others? You begin with, what will sustain me? What will make my life feel honest and alive? So, how do you begin to redefine success for yourself? Not in one big decision, but in gentle questions. You can start by asking three. 1. How do I want my days to feel? Not my achievements, my days. Do you want long, quiet stretches to think and create? Do you want busy, social energy? Do you want predictability or variety? If a life looks successful from the outside, but your days feel constantly anxious, numb, or fake, is it really success for you? 2. What kind of person do I want to become through my work and choices? Not just, what do I want to do? Ask, who will this path turn me into over 10 years? Will it make me more compassionate or more bitter, more present or more absent, more creative or more shut down? Success is not only what you get, it is also who you become while getting it. 3. What am I willing to sacrifice? And what am I not willing to sacrifice for my idea of success? Every life includes trade offs. Long hours might mean less time with people you love. A highly paid job might cost you your health if the environment is toxic. A public facing dream might demand privacy you are not ready to lose. Redefining success means being honest about your non negotiables. I want to grow, but I will not destroy my mental health on the way. I want stability, but I will not stay where my self respect dies a little every day. I want to contribute, but not by becoming a stranger to myself. Redefining success does not mean you have to quit everything tomorrow. Sometimes it looks like small adjustments inside the life you already have. Of course, the world will still have its own scoreboard. People may ask, when will you get a real job? When will you settle down? Why aren't you doing more with your talents? They are looking through their lens. You don't have to convince everyone of your choices. What matters is whether you can live with your own definition when you are alone with your thoughts at night. Can you say, today was a successful day because I lived closer to what I value, even if it didn't look glamorous to anyone else? If you are listening and feeling torn between the life you should want and the life you quietly long for, I want to tell you this. You are allowed to rewrite the script. You are allowed to say, for me, success includes being kind, being present, having time, having health, having enough instead of endlessly more. You are allowed to choose a smaller, simpler life that you actually like over a big, impressive one that silently crushes you. And you are allowed to be ambitious, to want to build, to achieve, while still remembering that your worth was never supposed to depend on it. Thank you for sitting with this question that follows us for so many years. If you can, take a few minutes today to write your own definition of a successful life. Not perfect, just honest. You might be surprised by what appears when you let yourself answer without performing. In another episode, we'll talk about being kind to your past self, how to live with your old mistakes without letting them define who you are becoming now. Until then, may you slowly loosen the grip of other people's scoreboards, and may you begin to measure your days by a quieter question: did I live a little more true to myself today?